All right, Grasshoppers, we are not all here. Dave is coming, and he's going to have to leave early, but he's not here yet, so we hope he's okay. But Herb, I guess Mel is doing some cooking there because he wrote down herb. What are you cooking with the herbs?
Yesterday was the cast iron, crispy chicken, garlic, marsala in a cream sauce, but you wouldn't like it because it had butter and lots of oil and crap. So I didn't substitute for healthiness. Right. I went for like red marsala wine, and it was freaking unbelievable.
Once in a while you can go with the butter. That's okay. As long as you still do it. But is that for the first time you used the cast iron skillet, right?
That's, I think, the third time now.
Right. So, here's Dave.
Yeah.
I think this Dave.
That herb has
hello, guys. Holy shit.
We're live. We're live, Dave, just so you know.
We're live? Yeah. It took me a couple of MFs in banging the desk to get on properly. So sorry for the delay. How's everybody?
Good. Mel was just talking about his cooking there, so he wrote down herb. So, herb. He's cooking with some herbs.
Well, there's another thing to do with that, though. One of my favorite shows was 2.5 Men with Charlie Keane. Well, the pediatrician in that show was Herb Melnick.
Herb Melnick. That's right. He was married to, what's his name? Ex?
Judith. Judith. So some of my clients call me Herb now too. So
okay, that's good. That's good. I like that one, Herb.
Yeah. Just keeps coming. I don't know where it comes from, but
you're gonna have to get a bigger thing in the bottom for more names.
Herb was. I like that one show with Herb where he was. They saw him spitting seeds into the ground like he was planting his garden. So that's why he was such a good.
Family show.
Yeah, that was a good show. I like that show. That was good.
It's one of my favorites.
David, how you doing?
Good. All good. You guys?
Well, what's going on with the Rangers? What's your assessment?
Not a lot yet. I mean, a little bit like Vancouver, right? You get a little ahead of yourselves where you think maybe you're not only a playoff team, but a cup contender.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, let's just maybe back it off a little bit when you see good teams play.
Yeah.
And, the goaltending hasn't been a little bit like we discussed last week. And then it kind of, the game in Buffalo was not very good. That was probably their worst, worst game of starting 6. And, so they just have to keep trying to stay the course. And, younger guys are going to get older at some point. And they haven't been the issue, right? They haven't got enough from, Mika and Kreider and Strome, the guys you need to be a factor, really haven't been. So.
Yeah, they got put into work, right? I mean, the team, I've seen a few people have been critical of the coach, Quinn, but he's the same coach that was coaching the team last year when they were playing so well before the break, right? So,
yeah, I mean, a lot of times a coach, when he's in the building phase of a team, never lives long enough to see the fruits of the efforts, right? And unfortunately, this guy's a hell of a guy. He's a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
He's dealt with, the young guys, he's got a good vibe with the younger group. And even, he just connects. So it's,
totally.
Now that starts, the rhetoric starts out there. Well, maybe he's coach, right? He's changing the lines, he's changing bodies all around. He's doing this,
Yeah, and I know if he kept them all together and they're losing, they'd be complaining because he kept them all together all the time too, right? So,
yeah.
Situation. I think he's a great coach. You talk to him, and the guy's intelligence is off the charts.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's a good guy. Like, he's a hockey guy. He
is.
might be one of those New Englanders that think they actually invented the game, but he's not quite that far out. But
just a little bit of house cleaning, guys. This is particularly for Dave and Gresh. So a lot of the fans want us to go over the game in 1981, the brawl in Los Angeles. The problem is that Mel did not play in that game, and this show has kind of become all about Larry Melnick. So I don't know if we should do that or not.
Well,
maybe it would be good to shift it away from Larry.
Well, there were teams we could have used Larry, like when it came to that kind of stuff. That particular team was pretty well armed to go to battle.
That's right. Yeah.
That was I ended up wrestling with that. Wasn't J.P. Kelly? It was big Kelly.
I think it was J.P. Kelly, wasn't it?
Was it J.P. Kelly?
Oh. Yeah.
That sucked.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we'll devote a whole show to that, and maybe Mel can take a nap during the show or something.
Again?
Yeah. Mel, okay? Let's go, Mel. What do you got on? What are you wearing?
Oh, I went off the board. It's kind of like the Rangers drafting you in the 6th round. I went way off the board today, Tommy. German. It's called German and Bond. It's just a blue sweater, but it's got, if you're into this thing, it's got a blue rainbow zipper, so it changes color in the light.
Come on, your zipper changes color in the light. Come on. No.
Get over it. Your other zipper changes color in the light.
The zipper in your pants. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of a zipper changing color.
Anyways,
come on, are you serious?
I'm serious.
Where you bought that? I don't want to go there.
It's like a kid's shoes that used to light up, right?
Yeah, right. When you're
Mel, come on. You gotta post a video on that. You gotta post a video. Send me the video.
It's just another Thursday, Tom.
So that's just a sweater. That's all you got on? Like,
that's all I got. I could have wore a black T-shirt underneath, but you don't need to.
right.
You can borrow one of Tom's. He's got 400 of them.
Yeah.
I just have the one. And what do you got for cologne on take? Oda what? Oda sausage?
No, today's Hugo Boss.
Oh.
So, just on the New York Rangers and that, and I'll talk about the Canucks in a second. But if like we talk about, obviously Zibanejad and some of these guys have not watched the show about manscaping, because that's not a mullet. Like that's like, can he see when he's playing with that hair?
Who's that?
Yeah, he's got yeah.
Like,
Well,
holy crap!
Yeah, he's got
you guys in the league like that. The Tanev brothers and that, they're gone from
he's a musician too, right? He's got the whole musician thing going on, right?
Zibanejad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say biker, but okay, he's in a band. Okay, that's different. But maybe tie it back when you're playing, so you can at least see your name on your back of your sweater.
Well, we'll get Dave there. Maybe Dave, when you interview him or something like that, you can ask him. Right?
Yeah. No, he's into it's not. He's like what do they call it? Like the disc jockey? Like he makes electronic music and stuff like that. Like he's like those big DJ. I don't think he plays anything. I'm not sure, but he's into that. Yeah, he's really into the a lot of the arts and the kind of funky stuff like that. But yeah, he's but the hair is you get that long flow. I mean, that's long. That is long.
Yeah. He's only played a couple of games, though. He hasn't scored yet, right?
He has one, doesn't he? I think he has one.
We need to get him going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not playing. Nobody's playing as well as they can.
Yeah.
Well, the good. The young guys have been good. Like Miller's been good. Fox, Lindgren, Howden, Kako's been good. All of there's no but you need goaltending and you need your top guys.
Right.
Neither one have even been to when you think last year, like Panarin and Zibanejad, everything they touched turned to gold, especially the second half.
Yeah.
And then also telling too, when down the stretch, Shesterkin and Georgiev and their starts, their save percentage was like .940, for overtime. So if you don't get goaltending, we talked about it before, and if your top guys aren't, representative, you're going to have a tough time. And they get one win. So,
Gresh, what's going on there? Any new? You get the juicer? Did you get the new juicer?
Oh, over the shoulder here. My daughter was complaining. I have a regular 4-slice toaster, and they can't make tuna melts in it. So I bought her one of those other toasters. You slice. I don't know. You can
toaster oven. Toaster oven.
Pop down and put it. I haven't taken it out of the box yet because
you got to take it out of the box before you use it.
I tried plugging that sucker in like that. I know that's why it didn't work.
Cut a hole in the back of the box. Run the cord through. Cut a hole in the back of the box.
I'm surprised you couldn't do a tuna melt in the toaster, though.
No. They were upset because they couldn't make one in there. They like tuna melts. I'm going, I don't eat tuna melts. Why would I have? So I went and bought him one.
Mel, you wouldn't eat a tuna melt, right? That's kind of below you.
Sure, I would. Love tuna and salmon. Salmon sandwiches. Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'd do that.
I like tuna, onions, chickpeas. together.
Okay, Gresh, let's do you don't have to say nice things about me, but how was the chili I brought to you on Sunday?
Well, if a normal person would have brought over a full can, like full
enough
instead of a half a plate, you know what I mean? But it was unbelievable. I love chili, and the chili tasted a little bit different.
Yes, it was a healthier brand,
but it was so Tommy walks out, and I was watching him walk home, and by the time he goes home, I already finished it. Right?
It was a big. There's a gallon of it. For God's sake.
Yeah.
So Mel, just this T-shirt of mine is from Costco.
Yes.
And the other 99 are from Costco also.
What do you got on, Dave? Anything special?
Right, Lafreniere free collect Lafreniere card thing.
Oh, that's right.
Which the whole line for him, and the guy hadn't played in the league yet, but it was it was sent. So I know you're probably wondering where yours is.
Yeah, my address got changed. Maybe it's good sent to another. Yeah.
So Tom, do they have O to Costco? Do you have your own from there?
The deodorant I buy from Costco has a certain set to it. Yes, that's what
garlic.
So how many? So you have like 100 like deodorant things?
Yeah, you put deodorant all over your body for the next 10 years. Yeah. Just bulk.
Yeah. I had my Old Spice again today, shaved, trimmed up. So you get the full spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gresh, what else you got going on there? You got pants on or shorts? What do you got?
I'm not standing up.
I didn't ask you to stand up. I just asked you what you're wearing.
Well, I got a pair of sweatpants on, yeah. I don't go anywhere. I mean, unless you call Costco a hangout.
Okay. I was going to go clean your car off when it snowed the other day, but I knew you weren't going to move the car anyway. So
I moved it October 30th. That's the last time I drove it. I had to join AAA because it doesn't start now. It's been for 3 months.
I have a jumper cables, and we can
just here's the deal. When you got a bunch of kids and they all got cars,
yeah,
they should pick you up.
Yeah, okay, good point. Good point.
Run around, not many places to go to.
Mel, you got any homework done or any notes or anything you want to cover? Any topics?
Well, I had mentioned before the show, I'm still waiting for that's a nice golf shirt you got on there, Ron. Maybe
it was in your bag to go there. I'm sorry.
Oh, extra small?
This is inside out. Oh, don't worry about it.
Maybe Dave has a little bit more pull. Maybe I can get a Lafreniere sweatshirt and maybe a golf hat, toque. Maybe you can go talk to some people today when you're down there. If you're down there.
I'll see if I can help you out, Larry.
Thanks.
I wasn't even a teammate of yours, but I feel like I was a teammate of yours. Yeah. I would think the guys you played with might have, but that's okay. I'll take care of it.
There's been a lot of talk. That's all I'm hearing is a lot of talk, a lot of air.
Huh.
So Mel, I went to try to find a video today to play of you celebrating winning the cup, those 2 cups that you won. I could not find that video. I know it's out there, but I did end up obviously finding another one of your fights throwing lefties again with Chris Nyland. That was a good bout. Good job.
Thank you. That was the 86. I guess that might have been game 3.
That was close, yeah.
But first of all, let's go to happy birthday to Wayne Gretzky. He just turned 60 on Tuesday. So where I'm going with this is when you punch in YouTube Wayne Gretzky, it says he's worth $222 million. You punch up my name on YouTube and all you see is hockey fights. So you're not going to find anything other than that on YouTube, Tom. So
well, that's not necessarily true. I'm going to look up your net worth. Larry Melnick net worth. 2 cups. That's your net worth.
It'll show all the hockey fights. But that Nyland fight was he backed into me, and by the time the camera got to it, I had already thrown a bunch of punches, and he already had my sweater up over the back of my shoulders. So I threw a few lefts, and it was okay until the referee forgot to take his left arm and bottle it up. But that was a pretty good fight. What the hell?
Larry Melnick net worth. Let me see what it is here.
Ask Google or ask whatever that thing's called.
Yeah, yeah.
They tell you everything.
Let's see. Larry Melnick's net worth. He was a professional hockey player who won 2 Stanley Cups. You will know that because he drives around with Stanley Cups on his car. Let me see here. Career earnings, net worth in 2018. Holy, you're worth a lot of money. Oh, geez. You've done pretty well after hockey. I guess that's why you can buy all those things.
Okay, do we want to get in? Like I wrote down, I took notes again, so hold on a second. I got notes on things that we've gone over, and I think we've done manscaping, social media, cars.
You could buy the whole company manscaping. You buy the whole company.
We could probably buy the company. Art, right. How about art? Turtles. We've done turtles. Restaurants, right. Pubs, favorite cities to go visit. We got a lot. Like this is not over by a long shot. Like this is informative. Like we got a lot of stuff to discuss.
Since you came along, yes. Okay, let's do a little thing. Let's pick on James Patrick.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah. Jeep.
So going over the videotape again last Thursday with a few wobbly pops. Did you 1,280 game? We're going to start calling him like Sir James Patrick. So
yeah, I said that before. You didn't listen to me.
No, I know he lives in St. James. We're going to call him Sir James, okay. Sir James Patrick, because he's royalty. So
okay, Mr. Multimillionaire.
I looked at the videotape, and Jeep always went out second for pregame, in between for the second period, third period. He'd always go out second after the goaltender. There's got to be something to that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you remember that? Oh, here we go. James Patrick here.
Superstitious.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. Does he not know better? Like when he says something like that, please stop. You know that's not the result you're going to get. James. Sir James.
Where'd Gretzky go?
He's got something more important to do.
That's another
call. Tell him how to take that toaster oven right out of the box.
No, leave it in the box. I'm going to go over and cut a hole in the box there and just run the cord through there. Plug it in.
That nice paper taste to the tuna melt.
Yeah, definitely.
That nice cardboard taste.
Definitely.
Oh well.
Okay. Well, I know what I want to ask you, Dave. I saw where Jimmy Rutherford, and you may not be able to answer the question. Jimmy Rutherford retired in Pittsburgh as general manager. Is your brother still, Don? Does his name still get thrown in the ring there for potential jobs?
Oh, not so much anymore. I think he's really happy where he's at. I mean, he loves it. Loves working for Tree Living and likes Calgary, and I think he likes the role too. He's kind of under the radar now, because really he lives in Arizona, and Johnny Chaika, he's banned for a year, and that whole.
So what did did he get banned because of with the prospects doing the testing?
Well, that, and apparently he interviewed for a job with actually the guy used to be with the Garden now, heads up the group that owns the Devils. They also own the Sixers.
Right.
And apparently there was a management job, and he either asked for permission to talk to them and wasn't given it, and he talked to them anyway. Something like that. So, and
wasn't he also rumored at Buffalo too, like to work more with the Coolers for both the football team and
in the same kind of capacity, not specific to hockey.
Right.
So that's anyway. And Jimmy Rutherford's an interesting character. He's an interesting guy. I've known Jimmy for a long time. Now I don't know what's up with him, but certainly.
Well, it's interesting because I did a show with Kevin Allen the other day. We started USA Today, and he got a hold of Joe Starkey, who does some, I think, radio work. Right?
He's a reporter. Yeah.
I didn't realize this, but his comment was to us that, I asked him, are they going to get into a rebuild soon? I mean, it's just the window closed, and he said if that was to happen, then Jimmy Rutherford would retire. He wouldn't be part of. He's told everybody he wouldn't be part of a rebuild. So I'm only speculating when.
Yeah, maybe they're going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they'll always be competitive with Crosby, with Sid. I mean, that guy's still right there.
But isn't that the problem, though? Like competitive, don't you have to do what the Rangers have done, right? You've got to do a rebuild.
Yeah, but the Ranger rebuild, you got to be patient. Holy cow! I was just thinking, like, Lemieux never made the playoffs for 5 years. It took Ovechkin 12 years to win a cup. And when the Oilers came in, so when was that first cup, Larry? 85? 80?
83, 84.
Oh, it was 83, 84. So they were 4 years in the league. Yeah. But the group that included Larry, obviously, that group was that was a pretty talented group.
They were 5 years. What were the Islanders, like 8 years?
Yeah, and the Islanders lost. You remember they lost to Toronto. They lost to us.
Mhm.
They lost. You gotta. Gosh, it's not. I mean, Flyers won. They came in '67. They won in '74.
Yeah, I mean, you got Washington back in the 2010 area. That area, they were the best team in the league every year. They were winning the President's Cup, and see you later. Never made it to the conference finals.
Couldn't beat Lundqvist.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. So you go. So if you're going to do a total rebuild, and the league's getting younger, and who knows really like how the pandemic is going to affect the economy of the game for how long? Like how long can they possibly go any higher than 80 million on salaries and make it work?
Yeah. The owners aren't going to allow that to keep on going on like that. Yeah.
So if you go young, you don't have to pay guys. You pay them entry-level contract. And not that that's, not you're getting rid of, 60% of the players in the league aren't young. So if you're going to go young, you got to be patient.
Yeah, I agree. Gresh, are we bothering there? You want us to stop the show or?
Just sending me some stuff from all my kids are getting COVID tested today.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Have they been tested at all, Gresh?
Yeah, they go. There's
At school.
What's that?
Well, they get tested through school? The kids are at school? Or?
They don't get tested at school, but they. My daughter got tested 3 or 4 days ago, and she came back positive.
Mm.
So she's at home right now, and then my other kids got tested today, and my other daughter got tested on with the other one. She came back negative. So we're going to see how it all swings out, And they can just drop my food off at the front door, and
Or you want me to cook for you and run it over like the chili, or?
Make fill the pan up though. I mean, like.
Maybe you could get a man serving next time.
Well, no, it was still a pretty big serving, but you're going to make it that good, fill it up. I mean, it's like,
He was a big man serving, Tom.
Yeah,
I'm going to supersize it.
That's why I'm putting the sriracha sauce on, though. The sauce.
Kick it up a notch.
It was good, though. I mean, it was.
So that turkey chili? I didn't see your recipe, Tommy.
Turkey chili with black beans. And got some vegetables in there. Instead of they called for chicken broth in it. I didn't. I used the vegetable broth instead that I make myself. So no sodium.
Right.
All good for you.
Do you slow cook it, or do you just cook it in a regular pot?
What's that, Dave? The regular pot. Yes, regular pot.
Yeah.
Garlic, onions, some mixed vegetables.
Mm-hmm. He gets most of those recipes, I think, from Steve Austin, though. Tom Laidlaw. Listen, the other morning I wake up having coffee at 5:30 in the morning, and I turn the TV on. I don't have my glasses on. I look up, and I see this guy on the screen. I thought it was Tommy. It was that Steve Austin guy, some advertisement. I go, is that Tom? He's doing good. Oh, well. Okay, keep on going. I'm going to do this.
Well, we got sidetracked there. Did we get done with Sir James Patrick? We done with him?
Well, I think he's probably, along with the rest of Winnipeg, pretty pissed off at that Line trade. I can't believe they did that.
Why?
Pure goal scorer like that, they 2 for 1 for a pouting little Frenchman? You kidding me?
Whoa.
I would never. Some of my buddies in Winnipeg are saying Winnipeg will never be an actual NHL team because they're just too stupid.
No, I disagree. They got the best 1-2 punch and centerman in the National Hockey League now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
Stastny and Lowry.
Yeah,
there's not a team that has 4 center icemen that are that deep.
Yeah,
you can't trade a sniper like that.
Well, he wasn't really being much of a sniper, right? He wanted out of there as well. So you're trading a malcontent for another malcontent, right? Yeah. They both want out of there.
Well,
You guys have been difficult there, Winnipeg.
Dave, like Winnipeg.
Do you know, Dave, if the Rangers got involved in that with Pierre-Luc Dubois?
No, I don't. I mean, I have to believe that there was conversation.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's pretty hard. Like when you're this, you're selling. You're thinking about it. I mean, would he have been a great fit here? He'd been a great fit anyway.
Yeah.
Apparently, right? But what does it cost you? Does it cost you Kako, or does it cost you?
It'd be more than Kako, probably, right?
Yeah, and also too, they needed a center iceman back.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, anyway, Rangers probably weren't there with the center iceman unless you think. Well, I'm not sure Columbus takes Zibanejad yet.
Right.
Would you make that trade? Would you trade Zibanejad?
Well, sorry to interrupt, Dave. It's just that when Sir James speaks, we should pay attention to what he's saying, right? I'm serious. I think the Jets are up front, a D away from serious contender.
So that's the thing. Would you go back 2 years, right? With Bufflin, you had Trouba, you had Myers, you had, problem with Winnipeg, and I don't, you got guys from Winnipeg, right? They're going to be hard to attract that, that filler piece.
Yeah.
Bill, they've done, I think they've done a lot of things right. They've drafted really well. They've developed players, and that you can't keep them there.
Can't keep Mel happy, though. Can't keep Mel happy.
So you guys think that was
especially when you bring in the French, evidently the French
right.
thing was a little sensitive to the Winnipeggers too,
Right.
by esteemed West Coast reporter's observation.
there's a large area of Winnipeg that is French, St. Boniface, St. Vital. So he'll feel comfortable there. But 2-for-1, you gave up on Liney as far as I'm concerned. You bring in a kid that I think Dubois can play center, left wing, right wing, right? Plays right side on power play. So, but I don't know. I didn't like the trade. That's all.
Yeah.
Gresh, what do you think, Gresh?
Looks like Winnipeg really missed them. They beat Edmonton 6-3. What are you going to say? I mean, like that team has a bunch of good forwards. I mean, that's all you can really. But then Edmonton has no D, so that doesn't really make up. Like against Montreal or something.
Montreal's undefeated, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they're 4-0-2 or something like that.
Yeah.
This hockey's great with these 56 games in 100 days, whatever it is. And they got was there 14 games today?
Yeah. There's 2 last night, 14 or 14. Yeah.
Like on Monday, I was really upset. There was one game on. I mean, like, can't you spread them out a little bit so you can watch them like 7 to midnight?
Dave, how's it been doing it from remotely? I guess you're doing that before, but is it?
Yeah, I mean, you certainly rather be in the building. Obviously, the crowd. The big thing is you don't have access to anybody to talk to, even at practice. I mean, there is a certain thing there that you can kind of get. And then from the perspective of viewing the game, obviously all of us played, so we kind of look at it a little bit differently. And then when you have the full capacity to look at it when you're in the building, that's different. But I mean, they do the road games like the Pittsburgh game, the Buffalo game tonight. I'll do that out of the ESPN studios on the west side of Manhattan, up on Columbus and 70 or Columbus and 66th. And I don't know who you guys. Obviously, Larry hasn't been in the city recently, but there's nobody in the city.
Yeah,
there's nobody.
Yeah.
I drove in and parked right in front of the building, get in the car, and honest to God, I don't know if I told you last week, but no, because I hadn't done it. I don't know. But I got in the car at like 10 to 10, and I was home at 10:25.
Wow.
Half hour, no traffic, nothing.
I know. It's kind of eerie. I took the train probably about a month ago to Grand Central for a meeting, and it was right at noon, too. It was empty. Yeah. It was
What part of the world, Tom?
What part of the world? It was Asian part of the world. Gosh, it's kind of an inside joke.
Yeah.
It's going to stay inside, too.
I haven't been in the city since March 7th.
Herb.
Yes, sir.
Herb.
What's going on with the tortoises? Anything new on that, or has that died down?
No. Tom, it's like the colognes and the clothes and Sir James Patrick. We're going to keep going. Did you know, Nat Geo Wild? Did you know there are 356 different types of turtles?
Really? No, I did not know that.
So that's like 1 year of talk. Divide that by one show every week.
Those are turtles, not tortoises, though, right?
Turtles. So someone went out and counted. They said there's 6.5 million turtles out there in the world. So,
wow. Come on, are you serious?
They did, yeah.
So who would count the turtles? Like, who comes up with the number 6.5 million turtles?
There you go.
I don't know who counted them.
Yeah, there you go. They found every single one of them too.
Yeah, today we want you to start counting every turtle in the world. You're like, really?
Last week it was the red-eared, and this week we're going to talk about. Well, we're going to mention the red-legged turtle out of South America. Yeah. So there's lots of different turtles, Tom.
Obviously, they got red legs. Is that?
That's it. Next topic.
How about everything's died down with the making of a Holtby's mask? That's all died down.
There's been no mention of that. Somebody did mention last week, though. I don't know what somebody that wears a rainbow blue sweater had said that the Canucks were not looking very good. Their defense sucked. They got bombed 7-3 by Montreal and 5-2 by Montreal consecutive games. Then last night they get outshot 24-3, I think, in the first period. Ended up winning the game. So. Yeah, so they've got a lot of good forwards, but they got to tighten up their defense.
Thatcher Demko was in net, right, for that game?
Yeah, they played unbelievable in the first period, and then they came back. Well, they're playing a very weak Ottawa team. So,
do you think anybody else in the NHL, guys, has got a rainbow zipper?
I'm sure they do. Yeah, everybody's got one.
No, but that lights up, like
no.
It just changes color when the light sun,
There's no batteries.
Does it warm your body? Like, does it heat?
There's no batteries.
It's a solar
power. That's
solar thermal.
Solar powered zipper.
Solar powered zipper. I tell you, Larry, that's why his wealth. It goes. We can't disclose his wealth because he's got ideas like this. He probably has. He's smart. Whew.
And so who made the sweater again? No, sorry, Herb. What?
German and Bond. It's a company. I think it's out of London, but it's sold through Tip Top in Canada here. So I took it easy. Dave, I took it easy last week. I only bought 1 3/4 length wool blend winter jacket from Amazon, so I saved some money. Physically went into the mall again against the arrows and bought about 4 sweaters. 4 of the same sweaters, different colors. So
I guess so.
You got a problem. Tom, 60 black t-shirts.
A nice black t-shirt. I'm going to see if they make them with glowing collars or something. There's no zippers on these. We're going to get a t-shirt with a zipper on it.
That might be a new idea, though.
I think you should.
That'd be a new idea.
Yeah, maybe sleeveless too. A sleeveless zippered T-shirt.
Yeah, definitely. So, okay, you guys, I make a funny post, and you guys make no comments about it whatsoever. You have the right to keep bear arms. Like, so I took the Constitution, your right to keep and bear arms, and I made it keep bear arms. And you guys made no comments. That was a very funny post. You guys made no comments whatsoever.
I don't think I saw it.
You didn't see it.
And yeah, I don't post. How do you post? You can just get on there and post, right?
Yeah, you post. You go post.
Get on there and like where it says post, you just post.
Push that. Yeah. Button.
You usually check out your. I must have missed that one.
Yeah, I missed it. All right, hold on. Somebody was asking here.
Hey, we can let that thing grow longer.
Yeah.
Let it go down,
Yeah.
Maybe
I like to get I want to get it out this way too, like Carlson.
But I think if you grow longer, right, it'll hang down.
Yeah.
You can have lunch.
That's right. Just store stuff in there, right? I could get the zipper
Well, you have to get it long.
a little bit.
You have to get
Be like Christmas decoration or something, right?
It's like, well, here comes Santa Claus.
Gresh, let's talk a little bit interior decorating. You're going to redo your kitchen a little bit. Weren't you like get a bar or something in there?
No, I found a corner area, like one of those what do they call them? Nooks, corner nooks.
Corner nook. Yeah.
Gonna go in the corner over there.
That's a good place to corner nook should go in the corner.
Well, I was going to put it out in the middle of the room, but then I the table I have now.
Right.
Like, the table's really good until you get two people in here. Then you know.
Dave, do you get involved in like decorating your home, or is it you just leave that to your wife?
No, I get involved. I mean, I get asked my opinion, and then I agree with what she decides on. Basically how it works, doesn't it? Yes. Oh no, I guess you're right. That's what we'll go with. So yeah.
So do you ever think you should just skip the answering the question at all and just not answer? Or
yeah,
you're required.
I tried that, and that cost me half my wealth. That no communication thing.
Okay, I got you.
It didn't quite work. So I was half as wealthy as I was 24 hours before signing the papers. So
isn't that true? How like people say, like, do you guys ever get mad that you didn't make as much money as these guys are making now? And you think, well, we wouldn't have it anyways. It's kind of two divorces.
Yeah. No. So yeah. So I try and participate.
That's you're smart. You're a wise man. You're a learner. You've learned to learn.
I guess so. I hope so.
Yeah.
Dave, what's your ex-father-in-law's name on the American Express credit card?
Prosty?
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Prosty's a good dude. My ex-father-in-law was a good dude. My father-in-law was a good dude too.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. You remember their names?
I have it written down somewhere, but I can't remember where I wrote them down. So,
Mel, how about you? Do you get involved in decorating at home there or what?
Yes, sir. Yep. We did. We did a kitchen. We did. I just did my bathroom, which is right there. That was kind of what do you call it? Collaborative. Collaborative. And then the downstairs main bathroom we're just doing now. That was kind of her deal. So. Just depends on the room, but the kitchen was mostly her bathroom, and then my bathroom was me. So
you kind of get notified. Okay, Mel, you get to participate now, or sorry, Herb, you get to participate.
Well, I'm the one that's got to destroy the thing and take the toilet out and do all the other stuff. So I'm somewhat involved, and I don't mind doing that stuff, like we talked about last week. Jeep can put down floors. I can take out a toilet, pretty simple, right?
Sir James, sorry, yeah.
So
the taking out stuff, I like that. That's easy.
So that's kind of like there's a way to participate there without actually making any decisions, right? So you can tear it apart and then let your wife.
Right.
That's cool. Like a good thing. If I ever get married again, I'll know.
So question for you guys: all three of you have been divorced twice each?
No.
Oh.
Gresh and I got two. We're ahead of the curve.
Well, it's take a little longer to learn, but
a long way to go to the king.
I hadn't learned to learn yet, Dave. Right? Now I have learned to learn. But.
No, I wouldn't. Whatever.
Here's another segment we could have, like Mel's marriage tips, like how to stay married for all this time. So,
yeah. While we're on the topic, the secret, I think, because of broken noses, can't breathe, whatever, snoring and that, she has her own room. So for the last 10 years, she just sleeps in that room. I sleep in my own. I've got the master bed. So there's me and the master, and she's got her own room. She decorated it all nice, and we renovated the master bedroom the way she wanted, but I'm sleeping in it. So.
But how did that decision happen? She just decided to move? Did you tell her to move? Or?
Well, she said, go have another surgery on your nose. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I've had enough surgeries. So she said, okay, I'm going in the other room. I said, okay.
Hey,
it was fine. And it's been like that forever. Even when we go to a hotel, like go to Phoenix or anywhere we go to a hotel, we get 2 separate beds. And then I wear a little mouth guard that helps me not snore, and she puts in earplugs. So it works well.
Honest God, we are getting her on the show. She is a saint of a woman.
Oh my God.
Rochelle.
Hey, Herb's calling you.
she can't hear you because she still probably has the earplug.
She left. She's gone.
Mel's having a nap.
Listen, full disclosure, we have lots of times too. I sleep in another room because of the snoring, and my wife has to get up and go to work, so she needs a good night's sleep. So
we all snore.
We go on the road too.
Those broken noses. I snore too. Yeah.
I don't
remember, I was in
snore, so I don't know what I do.
I was in the American League, and for some stupid reason, I had broken my nose, and the trainer said, why don't you go get it fixed? You know you're going to break it the next day, right? So the worst pain I've ever been in is when you go get your nose fixed, and you sit in a chair like a dentist chair, and the guy brings out prongs that are about 7 feet long, and he sticks them up your nose, 1 in each nostril, and he's jumping on the bench, on the chair, and he's trying to straighten my nose from way over here back to half-ass straight. Well, so he does that. You can hear it cracking, right? I'd had a couple of cocktails just to ease the pain. And then he stuffs it with this cotton swab, but it's 30 feet long, right? So after about, I think, 3 days, I'm playing and you're breathing out of your nose the whole time, but I'm playing with this gauze in my nose. And then when you go to take it out, it's like...
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh,
it is nasty.
Have you had that done?
Yeah.
Oh,
First time I broke it. Yeah.
30 feet of this grungy gauze that's all dried up with, and the most painful thing. Try it one day. Anyways.
Yeah. Let me.
Did you break your nose, Gresh?
Yeah, I've had it a couple times. One time
I never broke mine.
They put a thing inside it and they give it one of these. They went, okay, now you can go back on the ice. It's like in 1977 or 78. And they put it like that in the room. I couldn't see anything. My eyes were watering. Like it didn't hurt or anything. It just, all you heard, like Mel said, you hear a little like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man. Glad
Dave, you never broke your nose?
No.
Holy crap.
No.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Rochelle a little bit more.
Yes, sir.
So what is the key then? Is the key to sleeping in different rooms? Is that the key to staying married?
Is this getting personal now, Tom? Like,
no, you know what? I'll back up. We should not talk about Rochelle. We're looking for advice on staying married. Dave's fine, but Gresh and I are looking for advice.
I don't need any more advice on marriage.
We have to learn, right?
No, I don't want any more advice because.
Well, I'll talk. Rochelle doesn't mind. He likes when I talk about her.
1978, and I don't want the second, or 1977, whatever it was. I don't want another one.
Another what?
Patrick. There would be 3 wives.
Yeah.
But you know what? You don't want to end in failure, though, Ron. I mean, it's like when I bought my Harley Davidson and crashed it. I sold it right after I crashed it.
I got rid of 2 of them.
Yeah. So I should now go get another Harley. I shouldn't just end in failure, right? You got to give it another shot. So Mel, go ahead. Key to marriage.
Tom, you're not a quitter. You got to go get another Harley.
Exactly.
Yeah. Another secret is the house is pretty big. So there's, I think, 7 TVs in the house, 1 for everybody. So I'm in one room watching sports and she's in the other room watching her stuff. And every now and then we'll go and watch, like Dave, I've been watching Yellowstone, unbelievable show.
Great.
So we'll watch Yellowstone or Big Sky or Tell Me a Story or whatever together. And, you know.
So what do you like? Sometimes you're walking down the hall, you kind of high five each other and you're walking down the hall?
Pretty much shake our hands, you know, same. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Elbow bump. Cold elbow bump.
Like they say, hallway sex with your wife, right? Bye, F you.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I've never heard that one. That's excellent. Always sex.
It happens like that, you know.
Oh, that's excellent. Say it again. It's always sex.
Yeah, as you're walking by each other, it's FU. The fire truck, you know.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
That's funny.
Did this show start out as a hockey show or?
No, it just started off. We were bored. I called up Gresh and Dukes and Dave, and just let's go on and do a show. And we just started talking about their history, starting with the Rangers and Studio 54. Dukes had props.
How about Dukes? So we're set up. I think I was upstairs, and Gresh and Tommy are where, and Duke sets up in his bedroom, right?
Yeah.
He's in his bedroom, and sure enough, the maid.
She just happens to stop by and fix the bed. Yeah.
Fine.
I mean,
And I'll tell you, if there was ever a maid like that around my,
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Yeah, made like that. Gresh that.
Okay, so I've talked a little bit about my wife. So I don't know, like you guys have been doing this for 7 years. You just brought me on this like the last 10 weeks or whatever.
We ran out of contestants.
Right. So am I allowed to, like, I don't know the whole story behind this Chloe person.
Well, along the way, things have been, like Gresh, as you've seen today, Gresh happens to like pick up the phone during the show or he'll just disappear entirely. So one time,
I didn't know there was restrictions. I couldn't pick it up. I didn't get the memo.
oh no, Ron, there's no. We're just describing like Dave and I speak attentively the whole time and pay attention. You just kind of wander around.
All right.
That's and one time he got a call. I asked him who called, and he said it was Chloe, an old girlfriend. Or no, you told a story or something. Maybe I can't remember what it was.
It wasn't Chloe. She was around a long time ago, 45 years ago.
45 years. Yeah. Dave, do you have to run at 2:45?
Yeah, I probably should go in a minute. But the thing is, you think 45 years ago, right? Like some of the gals. So we're in like our 20, like for me, I'd be in my early 20s. I wonder how some of those gals look now. Hey, listen, I'm no oil painting. I'm gonna tell you right now. Gosh, especially the older girls were like 28. Now they're like 7.
Can you guys see that? I'm going shopping today.
Yeah. What is that?
That's my shopping list.
What does it say?
Eggs, milk, flour. Oh yeah, and yes, vodka.
Good. You're getting off the jack. Good.
Yeah.
Much healthier for you. Gluten free.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on. We got a flash here. Hold on. Dave, you're a handsome man.
Oh.
Mimsy will get you to the doctor as soon as possible.
I mean,
I met her and I slipped her 100.
Had to be more than that, Dave.
Dave, you are a handsome man, Dave.
Yeah, you are. I tell you what.
No, that's it's funny. It's like, who was he talking to? When Kenny Albert was telling me his daughter turned 18. So she was like 1 when he and I started working together. So
that's right. Wow.
Time goes by, lads. Sure does.
Yeah, it does go fast. Yeah, my boys are 30 and 27. Yeah.
So anyway, I've got a Zoom call with David Quinn coming up here. So we'll check in next week.
Okay. Tell him Herb said hello.
Herb.
Herb
In addition to this cast here.
And ask him if he ever wants to come on. He sure can. We can talk about any issues he's got. We can kind of clean him up a little bit.
Who, David? David
Yeah.
Quinn?
Yeah. If he wants to come on the show, we can fix him up.
Yeah. You might have trouble getting clearance from headquarters, but
JD will say, no way, you're not getting on that show.
I was on there. We're done. Yeah. Listen, guys, have a good week.
See you, Dave.
Thanks.
Hey, Dave.
Boys.
Bye. Later. Okay, we can talk about Dave now. He's gone.
Yeah, talk about behind his back. Man, he's an ugly man.
Yeah.
So when they were traveling on, they have a private jet that they travel on?
The Ranger.
Was it just like when we played the press at the front and all the players and everybody in the back? Or?
Soon it does, yeah. Some teams don't let the press on.
Oh, was that right?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. I don't know how they're doing it now. Now I think it's exactly like that. I don't think the press is going to the road games. I think they do the Zoom calls and interview them.
Yeah. No, but when they get back to normalcy, yeah.
But yeah, I think the ones that do allow press on, it's our front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you sit in the Mel? I was at the back of the bus. Were you at the back?
Kind of. No, I was never in the back. That was for the veteran guys. So I was kind of like, even on the bus, it would be, well, Donnie Maloney was ahead of me. It would be like, I think 11 rows back on the right-hand side. So basically the same on the plane, always on the right-hand side.
Oh, okay.
Why not the left?
I don't know. Feels uncomfortable on the left-hand side.
Oh.
Maybe another superstition. I don't know. We got to ask Jeep, though. Why did he always go out second?
Sir James.
Sir James.
Get his right, Herb.
There's a story behind that.
Hey, listen to me. I want to show you a picture.
Listen to me. There you go. Listen to me. You haven't used that very much.
I know. I'm using it right now. So I got divorced the first time. This buddy of mine, he was sending me notes, right? Him and his wife and him sending me notes. So he didn't need to find a girl. So he would dress up and go like, he called himself Rosa, right? And here's a picture of him sending, and his wife would go, "You should really date her. She's really nice." I'm not going to tell you his name, but
come on.
He lives in Armonk, and he's been a friend for like a long time.
Right.
So Rosa.
So Mel, any bad dreams or anything like that? Or?
No bad dreams. I've been good, but Gresh brought up, hold on a second, let me get my notes out. He dreams about smoking cigarettes, which just means that you're a tad anxious or worried. You brought up your car, it's not working very well or it doesn't work at all. So he's worried, anxious about something in waking life. You just got to find more time for joy and relaxation. So I think you're going to Costco to get the vodka. So you got that taken care of.
You know what? They don't sell vodka at this Costco.
No.
Yeah, there's a law. I think there's only like certain number of stores in each state can have vodka or booze, but they sell beer. I mean, it's weird. Like they sell beer and wine, but they don't sell vodka. Well, not wine. It's whatever that is. Sangria. What is sangria?
Sangria. I never drank that. I never liked it.
Mel, what is it? Is that some food?
It's a red berry. Haley, it's a red berry. What's a sangria? My son worked in the liquor business.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. It's a red liquor with berries, and they mix it with berries, and it's a fruity ladies drink.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah, sure you can.
Yeah, I don't think I've.
Use wine, sweet wine with fruit.
There you go.
But I've seen sometimes they ferment it. Right? They pour the wine into the fruit and let it sit there.
When was the first time you guys heard of Cinco de Mayo?
March 5th, May 5th.
Okay, dumb.
I said March too. I'd never heard of that growing up in Canada on the farm. It wasn't until I got to New York that I'd heard of Cinco.
I never heard it until the 90s.
It was invented in 1992.
I have no idea. I heard it like 96, 97. I go, Cinco de Mayo. You gotta name a day to drink? Like what is that's stupid.
No, it's a celebration. It's not a day to drink.
It's a day to drink. Everybody goes drinking Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I know you do, but there's a celebration. There's a reason for it. It's like there's a reason. Christmas isn't a reason to eat. The reason is Christmas, right?
Well, okay, that week, Cinco de Mayo is the other 6 days you can't drink.
No, right. It isn't the day to drink. It's a day to celebrate something. It's some Hispanic celebration.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
So it's like you can eat on other days during Christmas.
You can? Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I didn't know that, Tom.
No, what do you got for notes, bud? What do you got? Like this is like a big segment. A lot of people just tune in to hear what your notes are. You're studying this.
How does Ron remember 70th Avenue and 69th Street. How does he remember the streets of all the pubs that he's been to over the last 70 years or six? Sorry,
I'll give you,
how do you do that?
I'll give you a clue.
Yeah.
When you drank in them all, you just got to name a street and you're going to be close. It's I don't want to like I hadn't.
Gresh, you're Cinco de Mayo. Okay, I did my own homework on the spot. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
This date is observed to commemorate the Mexican Army's victory over the French Empire at the Battle of Puebla on May 5th, 1862. So that's how far back it goes.
Okay, good.
Okay, now you know.
Yeah, I mean 1862. Okay, so okay.
The day gained national popularity in the 1980s, thanks especially to advertising campaigns by beer and wine companies.
Exactly, that's what it was. It was a drinking day. I knew that.
It's sometimes mistaken for Mexico's Independence Day. That is not the case. Okay.
Yeah.
Mel, you're not the only one that can do homework around here. Okay.
Perfect. But you're supposed to do it before the show, aren't you?
No, there's no rule that says that. No.
All right.
No.
No, but how many turtles were there again, Mel?
356.
No, but how many all total? Like in the total?
To the exact number, 6.5 million. There's a guy that went out and counted them.
How do you get that job? Like, I'm a turtle today.
He worked for National Geographic.
Like, I like this up. Hold on. How many turtles are there? How many million turtles are eaten on Thanksgiving? Oh, turkey. So sorry.
Oh my God.
Well, that is a good one. How many? About 15 million turkeys are eaten? Wow. Do you know when I first was divorced and I started cooking the turkeys for my sons when they were small, I'd get the frozen turkey and I'd put it right inside the oven and cook it frozen. And the turkey would come out fine. It was fine, but I'd stick my hand inside and I thought there was garbage in my turkey, like the giblets and the bag and everything. I didn't know what it was. Wow. I kept cooking my turkeys like that, and I thought I was the only one getting with the garbage inside my turkeys.
You've come a long way in the last 20 years.
What's that?
You've come a long way in the last 20 years.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
You never had a turkey before that was undressed and dressed up.
No, I never got involved in cooking turkeys before. I would eat them, but yeah. So Mel, you didn't do a whole lot of work for this show. Like you didn't seem like you're very prepared. There's not a lot of information.
Are you kidding me? Like I can't give up everything just in one day.
Okay, hold on. Just so everybody knows, I get once again, this show also, we have the radio version on radio.co at 365 Sports. So we'll continue on talking here, but it'll be cut off for the radio version at 58 minutes, which we're closing in on in about 5 seconds. This is a very professional show, despite the way Mel acts on the show. All right, so we'll continue on. Mel, you rest your homework, please.
Question for you, Tom.
Yes.
There was a picture of you with a cowboy hat on the front of that. Was that a Ranger magazine, or that wasn't Sports Illustrated? We hope.
No, I was trying out for Brokeback Mountain in that show, actually.
Excellent. So the question for you is, you wear black when you wore, your suits or jackets or whatever. Did you always wear black? I don't think you always wore black.
No,
one brown jacket back in the 60s.
No, I got varying colors of pants. I got a pair of green hiking pants on right now, and I have blue jeans and stuff like that. For some reason, there's a real comfort level with the black T-shirt.
That wasn't the question, Tom.
I'm sorry, Herb. I'm sorry. What was the question, Herb?
What was your attire like when we played? When you're in LA, like what? Bernie Nichols used to wear a fur coat and white suits. Remember that? What did you wear like in New York and LA?
I would go buy a suit jacket with the biggest pockets possible, put as many beers as possible in the pockets. It did not matter the color. So that was my attire.
Yeah, I know the color. You had some real colorful. Oh my God.
What?
Your suit jackets.
They were beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, they were nice.
Did you know that I was in Esquire magazine? Was it Esquire magazine, Gresh, you were in?
You were an Esquire.
Ron Greshner and I were in Esquire magazine. Did you know that, Mel?
Big photo shoot.
Yeah, that's right. How many photo shoots have you been in with fancy clothes on? And we actually had fancy clothes on too, didn't we? Like
they gave us those clothes too, I think.
That's right. I never wore that sweater again, though.
It wasn't like,
Maybe I'll find it and send it to Mel.
I got it somewhere. I could find it.
Maybe I'll go to Tip Top Tailors today after the show and buy you guys one of these shirts. I'll get one.
Is Tip Top Tailors like a high-end clothing store?
Not really. No.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
So it's like buying a Mercedes or buying a Datsun. They both do the same thing, right? Just depends how much you want to spend.
Very true. So did you know about the sweater with the zipper on it, changing colors before you went in there, or when you went in there, you
went there?
I just saw it when I went there.
And you said to yourself, I got to buy that.
Yeah, because I knew you'd get a kick out of it. So I got to send you one. You'll probably need a double XL though, right, for your pipes?
Oh, come on. Let's not say that. Stretching here. Oh, God. Tight. Worked on legs the other day. I was thinking of you, Mel. Actually, I was going to take a video and send it to you. I was working on legs. I was doing good mornings, deadlifts, and some leg extensions. Some calf exercises, too.
Those were Tom's stick handling arms.
Oh, God.
You think of arms that big, be able to shoot the puck through a wall, right?
I could break a pane of glass, yeah.
Well, after you threw your stick at it, you did.
Actually, in college one time, we had this guy on the team that had a really good slap shot. So the coach wanted this guy to teach me how to shoot. I was almost going to kill the guy because I couldn't figure it out. So poor guy. He's a good guy, too, and he's trying to help. And I was losing my mind.
How did you score those 6 goals that first year?
Well, given the fact that Freddie Shiro, before he got fired, put me in front of the net on the power play, I got one of them.
Oh.
Yeah, had to tap it about 3 feet. Herb, we were talking to Herb before the show that you started using your cast iron skillet, right?
Yes. And nice. I did the chicken marsala yesterday, remember?
That's right.
That was 58 minutes ago, Tom.
Did we talk about that on the show?
Yep.
Oh, wow. What'd you have it with? What'd you, like a bed of rice or noodles or?
No, vegetables in another pan with lots of garlic and spices on top as well.
Lots of herbs?
Herbs. Italian herb seasoning.
Right.
Yeah. That was a good meal.
Gresh, what are you cooking tonight? What's going on in the Greshner kitchen?
Chicken breasts.
Nice. So everybody knows Gresh has really gotten healthy. A lot of vegetables now.
Yeah, what I'm going to do. I'm also going to get on. I'm going to do Nutrisystem for a month, and see how that works too. And I just want to get my weight down so that feel better. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's your weight pretty good, or like you a little chubby? Or?
I'm a little heavy right now. Yeah. Well, I haven't done anything because of my knee. I've just basically rested my knee for the last 2 months or so. I'm in the final stages of trying to get a special brace made. So I just got to get this woman to call me back so we can get that going. So within the next week or two, I'm going to start golfing again and get back into it. So
will that improve your golf game?
Well, we hope so.
Oh.
My handicap, I got down to a 7 handicap. I'm probably a 12.
Oh.
But I used to take.
Gresh wants an NS commercial. What's that? No shirt? What's NS?
Nutrisystem?
Oh, yeah.
Nutrisystem.
Yes. Well, that'd be a good one. We should start taking some pictures now, like some before and after pictures.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really looking for commercials, so I don't really care. But no, it's like, you ever have a hole-in-one, Mel?
I've had 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know why I wear 2 pairs of pants when I go golfing?
Hole-in-one. Oh man, that's 2 good ones. That's 2 good ones. That Hall joke was good.
That's an oldie.
Oh, I've never heard of that. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Man.
Other than that, well, I hope the Rangers pick it up a little bit. I watched some of that Vancouver game last night. They played pretty good.
Yeah.
But I want to see the Rangers That Miller is a good player. That kid. Oh my God.
Kid.
How tall
Yeah.
is he? 5?
They just got to play harder. That's
Yeah. Well, he's about 6'5", that kid, right?
Yeah, he's a big kid, could skate good too. Good.
You know what I noticed about him is he's really good with his stick, you know, and getting involved and getting into different areas that it's supposed to be at, you know. But it was nice to see him score his first goal, but didn't last long.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and and the good thing too is how good those goaltenders are. They're not playing that great right now, like Dave said, but how good they can be. They've shown that, so
yeah,
they'll be fine.
Where did you score your first goal, Mel?
First Stanley Cup run against Chicago. Davey Hunter, I went into the slot. Davey Hunter passed it to me from the side in the corner. One-timer, past Murray Bannerman. He had no chance.
Gresh, you did ask where, right? You asked where did he score the goal. And you got everything but where. You got like the breakdown, who assisted on it, like the time of the day, the weather outside.
Well, where, it's all the same thing, really, when you're talking about scoring your first goal, because it was a playoff goal, your first goal?
Yes, in Edmonton.
Edmonton.
Wow. How about you, Tom?
My first goal was in Vancouver, actually.
What?
See, you asked me where, Gresh, and I told you right away where.
Yeah.
Didn't dwell on anything else, any other details. Just went right after.
No, I thought your first goal was against your own goalie. So let's clarify.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, it was a good goal too. Picked the corner.
I banked it off JD's leg, man. He wasn't awake. He should have been awake. He should have been ready for it.
Listen to me, the goaltender, what do they get paid for? Stopping the puck. Yeah. Goaltender's at fault.
Yeah. Seriously. He should have known I was going to do that.
He used to skate back to the goaltender, tap him on the pads, and see you after the game. I did that to Whitey Villamere one time to Gills. He's laughing.
That's funny.
True though.
We should have said that to Eddie Meir a few times.
Yeah.
I don't know. When did you come? So you started calling him Potato Head. I don't know when you started that.
I don't remember. When did he get here? When did he get to New York? I don't remember. 83? Yeah, 83. Dukes got traded for him, right?
Is that what it was? Yeah. Oh.
It was Dukes, Eddie Johnstone.
Wasn't that? But was Eddie part of the? But that was Willie Huber and Mike Blaisdell coming the other way, right?
And Osborne came this way.
Right. But was Eddie part of that?
Were you in that team, Tom? Or were you on that team?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm trying to think of maybe some help here.
Right. But no, Eddie came from Edmonton, I think, didn't he? I think he was in a different trade.
Yeah, it was a different trade. It was Eddie Johnstone and Dukes for Huber, Osborne, and Blaisdell, Mike Blaisdell.
I think Eddie came from Edmonton, I think.
Yeah.
I'll never forget one time we were in Edmonton playing too. We were at the Rangers, and that little right-handed defenseman, was it Risto Siltanen or something? Is that
He shot it in the air.
Shot it? You remember? So he flips it up high in the air, and Eddie can't see it. He loses it, and he's looking over in the corner, and the puck bounces in and goes in the net. Now this is after Eddie's already played in Edmonton, and he's Wayne Gretzky's best man, the whole bit, and best buddy. So Eddie starts yelling at me because I guess I'd gotten out of the way over the side of the corner. So he says, "It's your fault." He says, "I was watching you." I said, "Okay, Eddie. All right, good job."
He got mad at you a few times, didn't he, Tom?
Yes, he did. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We had one of those love-hate relationships,
Yeah. One was over your friend.
That was one of my questions, Tom.
Oh, what's that?
Was that someone invading your little fence, lawn, territory? What little?
Tom. Eddie thought Tom invaded it.
Yes.
You got my girl.
It was a fence. It was the gate that was left open. That's all I know.
The gate was open. Yeah.
The horse got out of the barn.
So you hurt his feelings?
Apparently, there's some hurt feelings. Yes.
Yeah.
And I wasn't empathetic then. Now, for that, now I'm very empathetic now. So.
Yeah. Tom feels bad about it now, 35 years later.
That's right. So there it is. Jersey Mike looked up the trade for us. It was Mayo to the Rangers from Edmonton for Lance Nethery.
Wow.
Remember Lance Nethery? He was a smart dude. He went to Cornell.
Oh,
Yeah. Where'd you go to school, Mel? What college?
Hard Knocks.
Yeah. No, never went to college. Took a couple of.
You're worth as much money as you are, man. You're worth a lot of money.
Well, you have to take your ethics and your stockbroking course, and I took some mutual fund courses and life insurance courses, and in Edmonton, I took a couple of psychology courses. That's the way I can analyze you. And what else did I take? That's about it. So
Good.
Okay, let's go back to Jeep then. Let's go back to Jeep.
Saint James.
St. James.
Jeez.
He's probably doing crossovers right now in his living room.
Yeah. Well, it was like, again, I don't want to dwell on it, but man, the sucking up to you, Gresh, was embarrassing. I mean,
I know. Let's go. Let's come on. Let's do it. Let's go to the videotape.
hall sex or sex. What did you say? It was hall sex or sex in the hall?
Sex. Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah. That happens like after a few years.
Yeah. I get all the old dad jokes. You know, what do you call the guy that's at the front door, no arms, no legs?
Matt.
What do you call the guy in the pool with no arms, no legs?
Bob. What do you call the guy with arms and legs on the wall?
Art.
Yep.
What do you call the woman at the beach?
Whale.
Sandy.
Sandy.
oh boy.
Her dad. What time is it? What time is it when an elephant sits on your fence?
Yeah.
Time to get a new fence.
Yeah. What's green? Has 4 legs. If it falls out of a tree and hits you, it'll kill you.
I don't know.
Pool table.
What did the Indians say when the dog jumped off the cliff?
Adios.
Dog gone. Native American. I apologize. That's the wrong term I used. Native American. I apologize.
Yeah, we don't pick on anybody.
No, we don't.
We pick on ourselves.
Yeah.
We get lots to pick on.
Well, Mel, I hate to say it, but you really didn't contribute a whole lot this week to the show.
Like, what do you mean? He was a light of the whole show with that.
I think the bar was set so high in the past. He'd done so much work and studying. It just felt like I just didn't feel like he was prepared this week.
Okay, I'll tell the viewers why I wasn't as prepared this week. It's because you shut the show off. So Thursday is a hard day for me. I have my wobbly pops at exactly 3 p.m., which is exactly 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I review the show. But somebody canceled off of Facebook, put it on YouTube, can't find the comments. I got to come up with shit off the top of my head. So can you just leave it till tomorrow, okay?
Jeez, you can't take a little criticism. Like you have to get nasty, get ugly.
Hey, Steve, I think.
All right, so who are they playing today? They're up in Buffalo again tonight, right? The Rangers?
Yeah.
Anyway, predictions. Obviously, we're going to predict a win. What's the score going to be?
I just think that it's. I like this. I don't care. I hope they do one, and if it goes to overtime, they win it. The Rangers, just to give themselves a little confidence and everything, or else just a win's good. I don't care what it is for them.
Okay, I asked for a prediction. I didn't really ask for like a.
That's a prediction. They're going to win. What do you want me to give you the score? And guys just go to.
Yeah, 5-2. Rangers going to win 5-2. Mel, Herb.
3-2 Rangers.
4-3.
Close one.
4-3 OT.
4-3 OT. Okay.
Zabinajad, 2 goals.
I like that. I like that call.
And,
Okay.
and the kid's going to get his first one tonight.
Okay. All right, Mel. So I'm going to leave the show up there. I won't transfer it to the YouTube link, but then don't come with any excuses if you've not done your homework, right? Because I'll leave it up there till Friday afternoon.
What was on all those pages then? Oh, they're blank.
It was a blunt. He was just bluffing us.
Hold on a second.
What's that?
No, I'm going to show you. I did my homework. I
Yeah.
did my homework too.
Yeah, I did my homework. Yeah. I'm Herb Melnick.
Great show though. That's a great.
When
When he burnt down the house.
Yeah.
You see the one he burnt the house down? They're all sitting there drinking.
Yeah.
And Charlie, his brother, and Herb,
Yeah.
and Herb goes, you know what? I'm the only one here that hasn't,
Yeah.
I love that show.
That's good.
Charlie was good in it, though. Charlie was good.
Yes, he was until he lost his mind there.
Yeah, well, that happens in life.
Yeah.
All right, everybody stay safe.
All right. See you guys. See you next week. Mel, great to see you. See you, Herb.
Bye, Herb.
Bye.